What's up guys, it's Ectara. Today we're going to play Maken X for the Dreamcast. Maken X is a first-person slasher released by ATLUS in 2000. The lead artist, Kazuma Kaneko, and the composer, Shoji Meguro, should be familiar names if you're a fan of ATLUS games. The character design and music composition should be very familiar if you are. Now, it turns out I haven't played this in a few years, so it'll probably be pretty rusty. Well, let's give it a shot.
Maken Deus Ex Machina.
So the basis of the story is that there's a sword, Maken, which literally means demonic sword, and the Maken is actually the main character of the game. The game progresses through characters by means of brainjacking, where you take control of a person and Maken transforms to suit their personality, giving you unique attacks and abilities.
Maken Deus Ex Machina.
Is there anything else?
We haven't given it identification yet. Any ideas for a name?
Random numbers are fine. It's just artificial intelligence.
It still has life like we do. There's really no difference.
Fine. Then why don't we let it decide? We'll let Maken decide.
I'm still deciding on a name for my car. I'm thinking of naming it Maken. That'd be pretty cool. Let's go with the defaults here.
Not too bad for an artificial brain.
Say it like you mean it.
So again, if you're familiar with Kaneko's designs, some of these character designs should look pretty reminiscent of his style.
Has it been awakened yet?
Soon, my dear.
I thought the Maken project was strictly confidential.
What's Kay doing here?
Chief Sagami wants her to see everything. That's why he brought her here.
Is that thing really alive?
Well, we haven't implanted its psi yet.
Admittedly,
Its form is there.
the Japanese
But
voice
its
track
mind
is much better than the English voice track,
I
but
know.
it's still not too
Well,
bad.
That's why we're giving it a mind.
A mind? How's that possible?
By temporarily transferring the psi of a human to its artificial brain. After receiving the stimulus, Maken will build up its own world of psi. As a result, Maken will become a mindful entity with its own self.
You've been studying, haven't you?
I'd like to work here one day.
Hey! Why is Kay's tutor here?
Well, that's because Fei Chao has the gene that is required to wake Maken up.
Don't you think Faye's amazing? He's so cool.
Yeah.
Father, can I take a closer look?
Sure, go ahead.
This is the first awakening experiment ever. Are you scared?
No, I believe in your father.
All responses are positive.
Checking his eye. Rise and shine, Maken.
What? What's going on?
These guys are pretty irritating with that knife attack. Damn, he is
Follow
cool.
the blood agreement, and you will protect everyone. Take the sword.
Faye! Faye! No! No!
So this is the area select screen. At some points in the game it branches with which area you can choose, and that will alter the course of the storyline. So this is where you can save your game, load your game, you can check out your status, and start the stage, obviously. I'll just save a new game. So this is an overview of the levels layout. The levels are actually pretty detailed in this game, it's kind of nice. So, basic controls, use the control stick to move forward, backpedal, turn. When you hold back on the control stick, you move back slowly, but if an attack should hit you while you're holding back, you'll block the attack. So holding back is your main course of defense. X swings the weapon, A is jump, and I'm pretty sure some characters have other functions that are assigned to Y and B. So yes, R locks on. So you collect those little orbs to rank up. I forget what exactly that does, but... if you strike an enemy in the back, you automatically score a critical hit for most enemies. And for a lot of bosses, that's the main way of defeating them, because it's the only way to deal enough damage. Especially with enemies that shoot projectiles like that. So you can also swing your weapon to activate the switches. Whoops. You may notice that the jump is a little shorter than one would expect, but probably more in line with human ability. So don't expect to jump over any large pits or anything, you'll drop pretty quickly. So sometimes you'll encounter new sections of the level where it'll outline a goal that you have to accomplish, like defeat all the enemies. There are little health pickups that are dotted around the level. Pretty convenient. An example of what the blocking looks like. You may notice on the side of the screen little blue arrows. If there are nearby enemies, it'll give you a hint of their relative location. When you pick this up, it makes you more powerful temporarily. Very useful for clearing out areas quickly. I don't even have to block or dodge. I enjoy the soundtrack, to be honest. Nice. This enemy's tricky because it'll do a spinning kick upward, so you cannot jump over it, it'll hit you with the upswing. So the key is to dodge to the side instead. Dropped objects do disappear after a short period of time. The old school looking and turning. The turning and moving on one stick is kind of messing with me, because the last game I played was Halo. Sometimes it's just easier to block and counterattack than it is to jump over and change your orientation. So this is the first boss battle. This guy's pretty easy to dodge his melee attacks, but his ranged attacks are pretty annoying. But it's not too bad. So there's your kidnapped father, and you have to set out to rescue him.
Oh, Father.
There's small dialogue sections between each level.
I don't believe it. Sai is actually bonding to the sword.
I've never seen data like this. It's unprecedented.
Is Kay alright?
Well, it's not that simple. You see, Kay's and Maken's minds coexist in Maken's artificial brain. This situation is unique.
As you can see,
I've never seen
the
Sai
localized
bond like
audio
this.
doesn't always match up to the captions.
The chief's the only one I know who might be able to save Kay.
Are you saying her mind will stay inside Maken forever? Well, you invented the damn thing, didn't you? Do something.
I don't think it's that easy, guy.
So, is Maken awake yet?
What is it this time?
Mr. Lee.
I see. It's all clear to me now. That's why Sagami's daughter woke Maken up. We know their plan's already in motion. We need to get going right now.
I guess the higher your rank is, the sillier your hat
He
is.
sponsors this lab. Other than that, beats me.
What was the purpose of creating Maken anyway? And who took the chief away? What's this all about?
Sorry, there's nothing you need to know.
What the? We nearly lost our lives.
Maken has godlike powers that allow him to destroy minds in the world of Sai. Its creation was essential to our plans. It's important for us to have his power over Sai to destroy them.
Now, who is them?
Them? I refer to those who would lead this world to destruction. Yet it is the work of one mind, the Devil's.
Devil's work? Oh, sure. You've convinced me.
Terrorism, pestilence, poverty, pollution, worldwide oil shortage. There are even plans to use China and the U.S. to start World War III.
If none of this is making sense right now, it's supposed to not make
Is being
sense.
done by someone who has the ability to control human minds.
Are you saying the world will be destroyed because of one person?
It's not important whether you believe me. It's the truth. Quickly, their plan is already in motion. If we want to have even the slightest chance of success, we must leave now.
Wow, that's not even close.
The latest medical device in psychiatry is actually a weapon. I can't believe we jumped into this so blindly.
I have to leave now. I can't waste any more time talking with you folks.
Wow, what a dick.
Maken, you know your duty. We created you with one purpose in mind. The reason they kidnapped Sagami was to gain access to his knowledge of the world of Sai. So, are you willing to pursue them in order to stop this mad conspiracy?
And here you're given options. I'm gonna go with yes. It seems like the responsible thing to do. Alright. For a lot of questions where the obvious answer is yes, if you answer no, they'll
Power
just
that
ask you
allows to
again.
control a person's
Pretty
mind,
common thing.
along with their body, is called a brain jack. This is the godlike power that you possess, Maken.
If we don't do something for Kay now, what'll happen to her Sai?
not gonna lie, Kay's pretty much my favorite character in the game, so it makes me sad to have to leave her body. But you do what you have to do.
She's still bound to Maken, isn't she?
Yes, I think she is.
Maken, extract that man's memory. Once you do, you can find out where they took the chief. Remember, it's all up to you to get him. Do you understand me? Maken, now that you know where the chief's located, go to Russia through China. If you stop at Hong Kong, you can meet Faye's sister. Otherwise, another Blade Master awaits you in Moscow. You should follow the Blade Master's instructions when you meet them at your destination. There are many enemies that will try to stop you. Don't give up, and you'll find a clear path through them. When you gain enough strength, you'll be able to brainjack people
Don't worry,
with your
I'll be
godlike
back, best
powers.
girl. Just lie and wait.
I can't control you, so I can only hope that you'll do what's right to the end.
The best part is, we have that choice to make. That's one of the nice things about this game. It'll allow you to make choices, sort of like the one before, but a lot less superficial. The game actually has multiple storyline branches.
So this is the Psi dimension. The world of souls existing in a plane beyond reality. That explains why my mind has left my body, and I live as Psi. Well, my father told me I have nothing to worry about. Yes, nothing at all.
Seemed pretty calm for floating through space there.
Here we are. I haven't introduced myself. Oh, that's a nice name. I'm Kei Sagami. I'm 16 years old, and I attend Jisei High School. I have no siblings. My mother died right after I was born. You see, well, that's why my father was always around. So I wouldn't feel lonely. I really respect him. One day, I want to be a scientist and help work on the Psi project. Well, that's another story. I guess I'm a little anxious. I talk a lot when I get nervous. Sorry.
Don't worry, I'm nervous too.
Something's coming towards me.
Oh yes, I remember the scene from Perfect Dark. Time to rescue the president.
Sir, you have our thanks for flying the deadly skies, and, by the way, prepare to die!
Those are fighting words.
How could you be so daft? Of course this is a trap!
I knew the empty plane should have been a tip-off.
You're too high up, sweetheart. You're not going anywhere.
Only place I am going is to kick your ass. Yeah, I didn't save there. Balls to the wall. This character is much faster. that up just yet. When you hold down the X button, it allows you to charge up an attack. Some characters have a powerful slashing attack. This character can shoot his projectiles when you charge the meter up fully. Yeah, could be better, could be worse. Go back here. Ah, shit. Son of a... In case you're wondering, the D-pad does nothing.
There should be an emergency pod here somewhere.
Splash damage is pretty much non-existent on these projectiles. Oh, for Christ's sake. There we go. Just wait for your ass whooping. Haha. Sound effect sounds familiar, but I can't quite place it.
Looks like there's someone over there.
All aboard the pain train! Son of a bitch. I forgot that you could hit the pickups and knock them away. What's the point of that? I don't know. Now, if you brainjack this guy, he turns out to be the pilot. He is pretty weak compared to your current character, but if you brainjack him, it prevents the plane from crashing because you're able to take control. If you don't brainjack him, you keep the stronger character, but the plane crash lands, and you have to take a different story path. Let's see what happens if you don't brainjack.
Is he a pilot?
Yeah, I know he's a pilot. Too cool for school. Rest in peace, Mr. Pilot Man.
Okay, let's go. Everything should be fixed.
Looks like the spare lines are good to go. Now we can access the central terminal. By the way, do you know what's the deal with Mr. Lee?
He's some old fart who thinks he's the modern messiah.
He seems like a very important person. He's got a lot of contacts.
Here's something I bet you don't know. His company isn't legitimate.
Does
Well,
anything
how come
about
you
this
never
scream
told me?
legitimate?
Must have slipped my mind. Besides, I don't care what they do, as long as I get paid.
There is no legitimate businessman that has the kind of haircut
It's
that he
nothing
has.
too illegal.
Don't be such a prude, Anne.
Yeah, didn't you just
Why
make a
can't-
sword that possessed somebody? I don't
Not
think you have a
Kay,
high horse to
This is
stand on.
horrible. If something happens to the chief, will she be like this forever?
Don't worry about Kay. We'll do something. Just calm down.
Don't make any rash promises, and don't drag me into this.
Why don't we just try and sort this out?
Whatever.
Oh, man. Plan X wasn't really just a simple medical device, was it? We created a living weapon. This thing destroys human minds.
Mr. Lee's probably behind
I'm not
this.
gonna lie.
And I'll bet the
Making a
chief
medical
is too.
implement that possesses people was probably a bad
Kay
idea
had
in
the key
hindsight.
to awaken Maken. She must possess the D gene. Do you think it's just a coincidence?
Maybe Sagami used her gene as a standard while developing Maken, without telling us a thing.
Experimenting on his own daughter. Who is this guy? But I guess Faye was supposed to wake up Maken.
Why wouldn't he tell us that Kay was his model?
I guess he didn't think it was necessary.
There's no point discussing it. This is all purely speculation.
We may find something if we look at the original specifications.
You know, those are classified, Anne.
Aren't you curious?
Reading secret documents without authorization? No thanks. Not interested.
But we've been deceived. Don't you feel like you've been betrayed?
I think
I
security's
suppose
pretty
that was his
bad when
goal.
it's on the honor
Wise
system
man
to keep
never
you from
forced
reading
it.
hidden documents.
Kay is a human being. We need to do something to help her.
Jeez. This is how people find out things they shouldn't know. Now I know how Adam must have felt.
As Eve, I'd have no regrets. Let's get access to the data.
I hope there's something in there that'll be useful to my career.
Am I in India? I was supposed to get off in Hong Kong. Well, I have no choice. This plane is controlled automatically. At least I'll give it credit for making an emergency landing. Maybe that's a good thing, because Moscow is much closer to here than Hong Kong. If I take a plane that goes to Europe... Oh no! I can't believe this! Why are they here?
Let's just save the game real quick. Oh, okay then. There we go. Whoops. This is one such enemy where it's difficult to defeat it without jumping over and hitting it in the back. Guess I'll just have to drop in and kick its ass on that. Or not. That's fine too. I'm really in no rush. Well, I forget, what am I supposed to do here? Perhaps if I lure another one over to here. Not as easy as it looks. Oh, guess not. Finally. Managed to knock it into the slot. As hard as it was to get me to fall into the slot with them, it was hard to push somebody else in there. Now if I could stop getting my ass kicked for 5 seconds. Alright, so I think here I have to lure them up and knock them into the holes. The ones that correspond to the switches. So, need one to drop down this hole. They aren't too bright. So that's one. A little bit more than I needed. Let's get you down this one. one in this corner. Right over. Turn and face me. Knock you back. Now I need one more in this corner, I believe. Yeah, over there. Occasionally there are puzzles like this. They aren't too hard to solve. Alright. That's enough of that puzzle. I'm just gonna back up. Might need to be somebody else. Might need to find something. But yeah, if you hold the right trigger, you can strafe instead of turning. So that's pretty useful.
Even for something that's worldwide, there must be limitations. This must be a huge organization to have so many people here. Let's go to Moscow now. I'm worried about my father.
So let's save the game now, and let's take a look at what kind of options are in the menu. There's your status. It shows your class, your name, the rank in terms of how good of a character this is, any extra attack you have, its ratings. Kind of unknown why jump is rated with words instead of a filled bar, picture of your weapon, and a description. Very nice. Check the history. This character doesn't have any history. Fine by me. Brain Jack, if I recall, is open when you have more than one character available to you, and you can switch between them. So, let's get this going. I'm not gonna lie, I like going to China first, but I'll get that on the next run.
I'm Kitty. I'm the mighty Blade Master in charge of the flame. I'm glad to see that you managed to make it back here alive. So what do you want, a medal?
I've got to know, is my father okay? Do you have any idea where he is?
I know where he is. Follow me and I'll show you.
It might seem lame that majority of the characters don't have moving mouths, but this game was started in 1999, released in 2000, so it's still pretty early in the life cycle of the console.
We will soon live in a time of suffering. This will be our challenge to obtain an everlasting kingdom. This is the will of our Lord, who will lead us to a land of peace. Let us focus now to clear our impure minds and think of a higher power. For it is He, and only He, who will give us salvation.
A religion encouraging suicide? Is the apocalypse so far away? I don't know about you, but from here, that seemed a little weird.
Do you think the Chief's kidnappers set this up?
Maybe, maybe not. All I know is that the funeral industry will make a killing.
The Chief's data is heavily encoded. I was afraid of this. This will be hell to decode. What a pain.
Anything else?
Well, there's good
I
news
think it's
and
only
bad news.
encoded
Choose
instead
your
of
poison.
encrypted.
I could use some good news.
How's this? The Chief's been sending all his data to Dr. Guinness.
Dr. Guinness? That old guy who was opposed to the project in the first place?
It doesn't matter why now. We should contact him. You know, I think it's worth a shot.
What's the bad news?
Unfortunately, well, look, I found this.
What the hell? This is human experimentation. I'm surprised it didn't surface until now. This is bad.
What is?
If this data's correct, Maken's artificial brain will choose its own side. And then...
It'll start fusing.
Fusing?
That means Kay's side will be absorbed by Maken.
And then what?
Kind of whack that everybody calls him Maken, except for that one voice clip a couple samples back that called him Maken.
Those without side can't feel or think.
Yeah, the quality of the voiceover wasn't very great for the English.
No way! We've got to do something about this!
If the Chief returns, everything will be fine.
If he's still alive.
Stop it.
Have you heard anything from Mr. Lee?
Nothing.
I guess somebody has to tell Maken to go see Dr. Guinness.
Europe is in such a sad state, what with the plague and all. Who'd want to go to a place like that?
I will.
There's no guarantee you'll find Kay, and it's dangerous.
I'm going anyway. If only I'd done something earlier to save her.
Yeah, I seem to
Your fault, Cole.
recall your punk bitch ass lying on the floor unconscious, but maybe that's just me.
It's not that. I just want to save Kay. I can't sit around until Maken comes back.
Chill out, Ko. You're just a kid. You need to think things out. Besides, who'll pay for the trip?
The fusion could start any time. It'll be too late unless we return Kay to her own body soon. I've got an idea. Why not let Ko do it?
If you go to Moscow, you may be able to see Maken. And Dr. Guinness might be able to return Kay's Psi. But this is just speculation for now. We can't risk Ko's life on a mere possibility.
I'm simply respecting his will.
Ms. Miller, please. Please let me go.
Oh, I suppose I can't stop you. I'll make a program that'll track Maken's movements. Wait till I'm done, okay?
It's like I'm playing Shenmue again.
Father! 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 Father!
Didn't I see this
Talk
in
to
Silent
me.
Hill 3?
By the time we got here, it was too late. They had already taken his soul. I'm so sorry. Forget about your daddy. Blame
Yeah, this
Geist.
reminds me of
He's the
SMT,
one who
alright.
took Sagami's soul. Geist is not a human, you know. You see, he served this planet well a long time ago. But now the only thing he wants to do is kill humans and take over the world. Geist has the ability to absorb the psi of humans. He can also put part of his psi into someone else and take them over. His mindless minions increase by the day. He just stands back and watches everyone else do his dirty work for him. There's no peace for humans in heaven. It's up to us to determine our own destiny. We've got to put an end to Geist before it's too late. Some of us have decided to devote our lives to saving mankind. We're known as the Blade Masters. We had to come up with a powerful weapon to destroy Geist. That's where you come in, Maken. Listen to what the Blade Masters say, and you'll be able to accomplish your mission. You came into this world as Maken, so now you must live with your fate. And as for you, Kay, if you really want to save your father, there's only one way to put an end to Geist.
Alright, sounds pretty good.
Please, defeat Geist. I'm ready to battle anyone in order to save my father. I'll defeat Geist at any cost.
Well, those two weren't even close.
Now you know the power of Maken. I'm glad you finally got Sagami's Sai. The energy from it's incredible. Look, here come Geist men. Listen, I'll contact you once you find out where Geist is. Until then, lend your powers to our European allies. Defeat Geist's followers so we can straighten up this chaotic world. Don't you dare turn your back on the human race.
Jeez,
or
chill.
I will destroy you.
You've been so tense lately.
And don't you forget it.
Now, you may have noticed that there's no checkpoints in the levels. This is of that time period. You die, and you go back. You redo the whole level. Pretty standard fare, I must admit, but getting through the level is very time consuming if you die right at the end against a boss battle. These guys. This guy's a little bit more powerful, so we can kill them in a single blow from the back. Alright, let's get topside. Screwed that up. Yeah, I can't really jump over this enemy because of how tall he is. Oof. it can be pretty disorienting. Especially if you try to lock on to them, it'll totally screw up the camera angle. Oh, yep. Alright, so I think I just made a big circle. Pretty cool. Where am I supposed to go again? Ah, right. Oh, one more. Yeah, this truck is bigger than I thought. Not too much of a challenge. Let's go to Hong Kong. This is my aesthetic. I like a lot of the city environments in our Dreamcast games. Pretty soon I'll get the controls down, I promise. This sneaky bastard. No big deal. Alright. Not gonna lie, I really dig the soundtrack.
You're
Well, hello
Maken,
there,
aren't you?
Chinese
Why are you
Raiho.
here? I thought you were supposed to defeat the Hake in Europe. Oh well. Now that you're here, you can be of some use and give me a hand. We have to defeat Shah Jahan, this TV star in India. He sends radio waves through the TV that steal people's souls. It's
Huh.
a dangerous brain virus. If left
Through the
unchecked,
TV,
it can
you
destroy
say.
the world. So how about it? Are you going to help us defeat Hake Shah Jahan or not?
Now, if I say yes, then I'll ally with her and fight Hake Shah Jahan. If I say no, then she'll fight me. Let's say yes.
Great. It's more than one person can handle. Well then, take my body. You see,
Well,
only
if you
I can
insist.
enter Shah Jahan's studio. Even though I'm just a novice blade master, I'm also Fei Chao's sister. I've got good genes.
Alright. New body, new weapon. It's just starting to get used to the old one too. You can bring back the old one back again if you wanted to. It's a pretty nice place. Nice. What kind of spooky business do we have going on here? Would you like a free subscription to Ass Whoopin' Monthly? Recover that tiny bit of health. But for a second that was an animation of me falling to my death because I was an idiot and jumped out of a building. As you may have noticed, when you use your special attack, it consumes a little bit of your health, so be wary of that. While you're on cooldown from your 3-hit combo, you can still hold back to block. So even though it doesn't look like you're ready to block, you still can. Unless, of course, you're facing the other way. So that was an easy stage. Well, looks like it's back to India, I guess. I did not miss this place. Not sure if the enemies are actually tougher or if this character has weaker strength. I should check the stats later. Again, not very bright. So there's one. Okay. Not a problem. The range isn't that great, so it's a little bit difficult to knock them back. She can jump a bit higher though. At least higher than Kay could. Wasn't really paying attention. Ah, son of a bitch. What's up with India and these puzzles? Down the hole. Alright. Oh, there's a section that we couldn't access before. But because we have this character that can access this section, I'm able to get in. This will happen more than once in the game. Spooky. Full recovery. Oh, this is nice. I see health pickups.
Little girl prowling around my castle. I have a sneaking suspicion that you're a blade master, aren't you? A long time ago, my son got carried away by his desires, and to my dismay, he betrayed me. After I was confined in this place for so many years, I came to realize that a man is born with two sides. One is good, and the other evil. All evil stems from the minds of men. No man is truly pure. No one can blame my son. After all, he is only human. This is why I believe in the absolute righteousness of Geist's plan and will follow him to the end. At last the world will be perfect, peaceful, and free of emotion. I will do this on behalf of my son and loving wife who I miss dearly. May she rest peacefully in her grave. On which you tread, you imbecile. Watch where you walk.
Now we see an increase in difficulty. Right, the gimmick for that was to get him to charge into the wall and knock himself out. Or I could just whoop his ass. Yeah, a little more. I'll give it a shot. That's really something. Seems to get a different attack depending on how you're moving. I don't know. Ah, that's not bad at all. Let's do Istanbul next. Last one wasn't too hard. I don't even want to know. Piss off, little rat friend. Jeez. I have a bad feeling about this switch. That's precisely why. It can be a little hard to lock on to enemies that are just below your point of view. Oh. Okay. These guys don't give experience, so I'm gonna play with them. This kind of reminds me of Code Veronica. Ah. I should probably do myself a favor and get good. Alright. I'm going to try not to get my ass kicked this time. Okay. I think we're off to a good start here. Not gonna catch me with that backswing. Oh, I did not even notice this. Oh, that was way easier. I'm a little confused here. Okay. What exactly is the point of this elevator? No obvious switches. Alright. Oh. Seems like the small pick attack can't be blocked, so you have to cancel. Okay. Got the hang of that boss. So yeah, I'm really at a loss for that elevator. If I have to come back to it, I will. Not about to get pushed into lava by a rat. See that in my face? Like me in real life. Oh, good. Not really my thing, but I could get into it, I guess. Okay. So she gets up and attacks when you're not paying attention. And when the spikes go away, is when she's critical. However, if she hits you, you lose pretty much all your health. What was that douchey elevator? Huh. Apparently she has that attack. Alright, let's do this again. This is not off to a good start. May very well be that the whole area downstairs is skippable. Wait a second. Yeah, it's not. You have to start the elevator in motion. And when it comes up to the first floor, you have to jump on top in order to ride the top of the elevator to the second floor. Bit of a pain. But that's what makes for a good puzzle. If you master your blocking, a lot of enemies will fall pretty quickly. Go way through this cutscene again. We'll give this character that he recovers from his combos pretty quickly. Okay. You do you, little rat bro. Another. No. And the last thing you want to do is accidentally jump while locked on. Say, jump up and over them and into the lava. That would be stupid. Hello again, cool mistress. Not gonna lie, that gasket kinda looks like a guy in drag, but I'm not here to judge your lifestyle. Oh yeah, the left trigger allows you to free look, so you can look up and down, except the look controls are inverted and there's nothing really you can do about that. Unless it's in the options, I didn't bother to look. Such an infrequently used feature. Wow, I'm an idiot. Note to self, next time I attempt the elevator jump, make sure it completes one full cycle before jumping on. Otherwise you do what I just did, jump underneath it, chance getting crushed, and have to flee out the basement. Alright, now let's jump on. Took a chance with that swing. Really hope there's nothing behind me right now. Huh. Oh yeah. Take care of this guy while we're still in cover. Push him back if we can, so we stay in cover. Damn it. So I really need to get that health. looking good. I don't know. What else can we find? Can't help but feeling that there's something in that blue door, but nothing I can do about it right now. Huh. Let's save the game real quick. Let's run Athens next. First, let's check the status. He's got decent power, speed's a little on the low side. Can't jump very high, but at least he has more health than the last guy. Ah. Yeah, the history allows you to see the people that you brainjacked in chronological order. Let's run one more. I like that skybox. That's nice. I think the fire's pretty nice too. Relatively high frame rate for a sprite that'll go pretty unnoticed as you play the game. The hell is this? I'm not playing with you. Come on, at least make a challenge and give me like 7 at a time or something. These things are a pain in the ass to target. Maybe that's by design. Give them some sort of edge, because otherwise they aren't very challenging. Stop whistling, you asshole. Why don't you go clockwork orange your way out of here? Dude, Jesus Christ. Alright. One at a time. Gotta be careful not to advance too far ahead, otherwise I'll take my eye off the Iron Maiden and she'll become active. And that will certainly kill me. Alright. Now I can attract her attention. That's totally a guy. I don't know if you can hear it listening to it this way. Maybe if you had headphones on, but the 3D sound effect is pretty nice in this game. Hearing it come from the side, come from behind you, it's done really well in this. I guess this is where you came out if you missed the ledge and just fell straight down. I assumed there was a death sentence. Guess not. You can even hear the 3D sound in conversation. Holy shit. Apparently it's a little bit harder to block when I'm at a height disadvantage. Did I get lost? Yeah, I got lost. Oh, okay. You have to jump onto the ledge and go back. That's a one-way ticket. Alright, let's hope I don't have to fight somebody else to get back there again. With my luck, I do. Fortune smiles upon me today. I was worried I wasn't going to make that. Here we go again. Son of a bitch. That one was a bit of a tough one. Get pushed too back, you land on the stairs, you can't block effectively. Go too far forward, you get shot. Both of them are death sentence. Turns out I wasn't up to the task. You little shit. Yeah. So do I have to repeat this section if I just make the jump the first time? Maybe not. I'll save you some time. Tell you what, you come to me. Oh, that's bad. He doesn't like that. Yeah, he'll refuse to take the stairs, instead doing ranged attacks. Back to the original plan. Push him backward, but not too far. Oh, this is fantastic. You first. You next. There we go. Almost back up to rank 4 again. Oh, there. Ah, damn it. I'll save the rest for later in case I need it. Yeah, in case it wasn't obvious, when they are alive, they block your path if you try to walk into them. So if you tried to make that jump and you instead tripped over one of them, that'd be a pretty good death sentence. Alright. That's the tricky part. You have to hold back to block, but you don't want to back off the ledge, and you certainly don't want to get pushed off the ledge when you deflect the attack. Don't get caught on the backswing. Ugh. There's some items I didn't get back there, but doesn't really matter, I suppose. Yep, there's still something that I didn't do. Alright. I'm gonna save, and I'm going to come back next time. So, alright. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.